Hello, my beautiful hearts. It is your favorite spiritualist, the Aquarian Alchemist, and I'm here with a reading for you, my beautiful hearts. Welcome back to my channel, boo. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you are here because you are a loyal and loving subscriber, then you already know I love you because you loyal. Hey, boo. Now, if this is your first time here, though, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know you're here, and yeah. I just feel like doing a reading. I've been kind of MIA for the last couple, week and a half. You know, I was under the weather last week, and so, yeah, I just wanted to check in, and let's see what the energies are right now. Today is a very auspicious day, and with all these planets aligning, so I feel like it's a very magical time. So let's see what the energy is right now and what we can be expecting. Tomorrow is March 1st. So yeah, let's see what's going on. We are always grateful and thankful to our ancestors, angels, guardians, guides, Most High Holy Spirit, for keeping us safe during these readings and workings, protecting us from all evil eye, negative energy. Return it to sender times 10. Ashe. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on. So what I'm seeing here is someone is we're still getting this energy of transitioning, of trying something new. Trying something new, doing something different, making transitions. But what I'm seeing so far is Spirit is really wanting to encourage you right now that you are good enough. You know, nothing is set in stone. I just heard you're not ruined. Okay? Emotions are running high right now, but your hard work is paying off. It's going to benefit you to be vulnerable, to show the world the real you right now, okay? Anything else? Okay, I got a little peek at a new romantic cycle begins. So, okay. Anything else? This deck is getting quiet. Last one. Yeah, expect powerful change. So like I was saying, somebody is going through a powerful transition right now. Someone could even be in the dark night of the soul right now. But you are definitely experiencing some new things. And this could have been, actually, let's see what it is. What kind of transition is my viewer watching right now? Okay, somebody could have just experienced some type of deception. You could have found out about somebody lying to you, somebody cheating on you, somebody stealing from you, somebody just doing something bogus, and you could have got wind of it. You could have found out about it, however. So yeah, so that could have caused a shift or crumbling into a foundation that was already looking a little, you know, dare I say toxic, but it's like the situation wasn't quite, you know, as firm and stable as it should have been anyway. But then it's like something else happened. It's like, okay, here we go again. That kind of vibe is what I'm feeling like. Here we go again. Or see, you know, that's what I'm picking up on. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, see this firm foundation. It's like, I feel like someone here who's watching, you are someone who, like, you plan. You do certain things a certain way in order to get a certain result, right? And whoever you're dealing with is like, they messed up your plan. They messed up whatever foundation you were building, or you feel that way. You may feel like they messed up the foundation of what you were building, or something that you were trying to build with them or at this company or something like that. Let's see what else. Yeah, universal awareness. Right, okay. Nothing is set in stone. You are not ruined, okay? So let's get that out of your head. Keep that out of your head. Right. Positive movement forward. You may be feeling very emotional right now, right? Because you don't know how things are going to pan out. Today I was with me and my daughter was having, you know, girls' day out like we normally do, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. But we have girls' day out. We go, we get our coffee, you know, we go get our snacks, we may shop around or whatever. But I usually get epiphanies during those times. I was telling my daughter that today. I was like, whenever we get in this neighborhood, I start having epiphanies. And I talked to her about how it's fun to get what you want, but there's also a journey involved with getting there, right? And how it's not just getting to your destination, but it's all the things that have to happen for you to arrive in that position. Okay? So, you know, that's something that I feel like someone watching needs to take into consideration. The journey is part of the fun of getting what you want. It's not just, you know, it shouldn't be full with just stress and worry. You know, oh, how is this going to happen? How am I going to get this? How? You know, something like I said, someone's going through a transition, like you may be moving. You may be moving jobs. You know, you're like, oh, okay, I'm moving. I put my 2 weeks notice in, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get this job. I just want an interview. They said maybe. I don't know if it's going to happen. So you're worrying and stressing. It's like, take the worry out. Take the stress out and understand that you're going to get where you're supposed to be. You're going to get where you belong. Even if you take stops along the way that were unexpected or that were not quite what you wanted them to be, you're going to still get to where you're supposed to be. This is what we need to understand and realize. Like, this was dawning on me today. Like, just think back. You always end up where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there to do what you need to do. Okay, that's an affirmation that someone could use. You know, and that's one of my favorite affirmations. I'm you know, you can have it, you can use it. I'm not gatekeeping no affirmations, but when you feel yourself getting in that vibe of worry, of doom and gloom, oh my God, I don't know how it's gonna work out, what's gonna happen, you know, just say, I am where I need to be to do what I need to do. You know, you let yourself off the hook and say, you know, hey, you know, I'm where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I need to do. Okay? That's it. Because you don't want to take away the joy of the experience. You don't want to take the joy out of the journey. Because, you know, all adventures are not just a straight line. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have layovers. Sometimes you have cancellations. Sometimes you have all these things. If you think about when you're taking a trip on a plane, sometimes there's unexpected incidents. You know, there's unknown variables that you can't even begin to consider because they're unknown. And you don't know about them until they happen, right? So, you know, you have to think about that and take that into consideration and say, okay, even when but you're still going to go where you need to go, even if you're a day late, or even if, you know, you got to, you know, instead of going straight to where you want to go, you got to go to a couple different places first. Okay? It's okay. You know, you thought, you know, okay, I'm gonna be a massage therapist, and then, you know, I'll open my own massage therapy studio, and then massage therapy takes you to acupuncture, which takes you to spirituality, which takes you to, you know, this is life. You know, we're having all these different experiences, and they're all, you know, becoming part of who we are for a reason. You know, it's not like it's a failure or you messed up, you were supposed to do this, you were supposed to do that. No, it all is going to benefit you, but you have to understand it and realize it. Okay? And let yourself off the hook, you know, a little bit. You know, it's okay. You want to recognize your mistakes, right? That's part of shadow work. You're recognizing where you did wrong. You're recognizing what other people did wrong. You know, so make sure you're not taking on other people's bad behavior or other people's things that they're doing. You recognize it. okay, from a non-biased standpoint, and say, okay, and then you also recognize the role you played. You know, I should have told my boss, I should have told my coworker that I don't like when they do that. You know, you recognize those different areas, right? So when you do that, it's like, okay, you recognize, but you don't ruminate. Recognize, but don't ruminate. You know, it gets you nowhere. You may feel tempted to do that. Somebody here you may feel tempted to get revenge. You may actually feel a lot of anger and rage at this time. But just know that the answers you need are coming. You know, because somebody here may be confused, and a lot of it is like dealing with the unknown, right? Not knowing how are things gonna turn out, you know? And it's like, don't push harder, you know. Don't push after what you want. Don't push after your desire so hard right now. Be open to meditation. Be open to sitting quietly. Be open to grounding. Be open to taking a hot bath. Be open to taking a nice cup of tea and journaling. Be open to these type of processes when you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed, or you feel yourself, you know, going on the deep end. Okay, what else? You guys, I'm about to run out of... Yeah, see, your own worry can become a resistance to you getting to where you're trying to go. Okay, someone needs to hear this. Your own worrying and upset feelings and harboring and stalking and all this stuff you're doing becomes a resistance to what you actually want. Anything else? Yeah. Someone wants to be able to enjoy themselves, live out loud, but it's like you're so worried about... What are they worried about? What's crossing? Yeah, it's like you can't be like, you won't allow yourself to be happy. You won't allow yourself to be happy because of what happened, what somebody did, what somebody said, you don't know what they meant by that. You don't know why this happened. It's like there's some type of incident that has you in this frenzy to where you're not allowing yourself to have joy. You're not allowing yourself to really have fun. You're not allowing yourself to have pleasure. Okay? What Spirit is asking you to do is just to get real with yourself. Get real. Release your ego. Get your ego in check and say, look, it's okay for me to be vulnerable. It's okay for me to not know. It's okay for me to want something and be real about it. That's what this moment is calling. This is what your ancestors are asking you for at this moment, okay? I'm going to have to cut this reading short because I'm running out of time. But I will be back because this is very interesting. Maybe this is a part 1. I'm not sure. But I will definitely be back. I love you all. Remember to have joy, peace, love in your heart. And to meditate and journal during these times, okay? Because you're going through some very interesting changes right now, okay? Yeah, and you are safe. Know that you are safe. Through all that's happening, you are safe. Your heart is safe. Your money is safe. Your spirit is safe, okay? You're just going through a transition, all right? I'm going to close it here. I love you all so much, and I will be back with another one.
Bye.
Ciao.
I'm in the video. Bye.